Good afternoon, Code Simplifier tribes. Behzad is here with another video for beginner programmers. Today, we want to go ahead and create more tables in our database. Before we proceed today's work, I want to show you what will happen if you don't follow the right orders during inserting data into the tables. Whenever you open up your SQL, you have to make sure you're using the same database you used to work on. In this our example, we have to use the school2 database. Just execute and the school database will be highlighted here. Then reformat your school table and make it like mine. So I put a comment on above the table, so it explains what the table is going to do. Then once you've done it, come down here and you want to change the order of your details you had in your insert table. And then we write the script, which we read it as select everything from the school table. So we want to drop the table, create the table again, then we want to insert data into it. Once we've done it, now we want to see the result here. Execute the line, and as you see here, the school name sets to school email, the address will be set to name, and phone will be the phone, and email will be the address. As you see, the result doesn't match the header. Look at the result here. That's why it is important to keep everything in order. With that being said, let's move on to our work for today. Our school table is ready. We want to create teachers table for today. Just for your information, the process is pretty much similar to a school table creation. I will fast forward this section, but we'll come back and I will explain everything to you. As I mentioned before, the creation of the teachers table is similar to a school table. So I dropped the table, I created a table, and these are the cells inside our teachers table. Teacher ID, first name, last name, phone, email, and primary key. The only thing we have extra here is these two lines of code. And don't worry, I'll explain them to you once we got back here. Once we created the table, we want to add values into the table. Remember, we need to keep everything in order. And here, we insert in some data. After inserting our data, we want to check if everything works out well or not. So we write the script, select everything from the teachers table, and we want to check the result. So here, execute, as you see, the teacher ID, first name, last name, phone, email, and the school name. Here we go. The teacher table has been created as well as some data in it. So we want to add details of the 3 teachers. So I will show you how to add 2 more here. To add more teachers into your teacher table, so the principle is similar. Just copy the first line, have a comma, and paste it as many times as you want. For this example, we wanted to have 3 teachers in our table. So what I've done, I just changed the teacher ID to cool teacher 1, 2, and 3, and then I changed the name. So now we have the information of 3 teachers into our teacher table. So once we created those extra 2 teachers, the table, here we want to read the line and we want to select everything from the teacher table. So just run this script and here is the result. We have teacher ID, first name as our headers. Then we have our 3 teachers, which basically the information or the value are similar to what we inserted here. So here, this is our result. With that being said, that is for our practical task today. So let's take a step back and analyze what we have done so far. So creation of the teacher table is similar exactly to the school table. The only difference we had was these 2 lines of the script, which we were extra compared to our school table. And if we want to read this line here, we will read it as the school name used here is this one, came from the reference of the school table. And this is the item we got. So I'll repeat it myself one more time. So the school name came from our school table. And this item which we have here came from this table. And this is exactly similar to this item we got from here. So that is it. And in our example here, if we have a look, we will read this as this teacher, for instance, the first teacher, works at this school. in comparison to what we have here. So we have these 3 teachers who are working in our coolest school, which the coolest school is a school table which we created from session 1. That's it for our today's video. But before we go, I would like to ask for a challenge. I want you to go ahead and create your student table. See what you will come up with. We will go through the student table next week, so don't worry if you make any mistake. Challenge yourself, see what you come up with. That's it for today's video. As per usual, if you have any concern or any questions, please write them down in the comment section below. I will read them and I'll respond to them as soon as I could. If you are new here and this video was helpful to you, please support our work by subscribing to our channel. Your support means a lot to us. Have a great week and I will see you all next week.